Why? Because when the Dixie goes up, it means that people are running away from taking risks. When the Dixie goes down, it means that people are interested in taking risk. Hence the fact that a Dixie changing the way that it's moving changes our sentiment from that being fearful, which is what we've been for the last month, 44, 52 last week, yesterday 53. Today we're sitting at 71, 14 more hours before this thing gets updated. We want to look at the dominance in one part, but we also want to look at the following. We want to look at something paired against the Bitcoin part, but against the Bitcoin price, because that will ultimately give you a little bit of clue. If that trend changes, then we know the alt's going to move. So first thing you need to do, look at the dominance, see if the dominance is going to break down. Second thing you need to do is take whatever alt you're interested in, pair it to the BTC price and see. So let's do this together today. Okay, so first things first, Bitcoin's going up, dominance is going up. So ultimately, as per statistically, what we've always seen within the prices, as Bitcoin goes up and the dominance sells down, that's when we have alt season. So at this stage, do we have alt season? No. So it's really premature to start saying buy alts for that reason. But if the end of the week, we end up in a scenario where Bitcoin retraces somewhat, and in doing so, creates a dominance that maybe falls to this level here, say 53, 52, thereabout. We might have a scenario where if we look at this thing from a pivotal point of view, where we have RSI doing what? Falling below. As of now, there's absolutely no evidence that this is going to happen. So you're going to have to learn to do what? Sit on your hands. Okay. That makes the higher high. That's the buy. That's how we got all our good BTC buys from 17K onwards to where we are today. So I'm saying that this candle's still there and that buy is still valid. So however, things might be looking really bullish. Expect at some stage within the next 2 days or so, that price is just going to come back down and test this breakout area. And it's at that stage where you can go and grab a little bit more Solana. Solana is really outperforming the other alts at this stage. It's really strong for some reason. The amount of devs currently jumping in on the Solana building is enormous. So there's, from a fundamental point of view or the development point of view, a lot of hype behind Solana. This means that this is a really good area to start grabbing some Solana. Now, if Bitcoin starts going to 42K, and if, big if, we don't have that if yet, the dominance starts breaking down, Solana has a potential to start visiting these highs, trying to get above this. Okay. This is the first of probably many that will come during the next year or so, as we're getting to a point where there's a potential for trading alts again. Because if you're trading alts on spot, you own it. There's only one way you can make dollars, make money, is it goes up in value and you sell. That's the only way. So until now, we couldn't do much of this. But look at what we have now. This is Onyx. I'm looking at this and I'm saying this has been flat and dead and boring for forever. But the RSI is telling me a different story. It's telling me that there's interest, growing interest in this. So let's switch this to the line tool. And let's just quickly look at the waves. This is the easiest way that you guys can always look at the waves. And I want to bring out this. I want to point out these resistance levels for you guys. Okay. I'm going to put it on the pivots so you can see. Oh, come on, copy this thing. There you go. I'm going to put it on all these pivots. I'm lining them up with the pivots in the RSI. Okay. What are we doing? Consistently reaching a point where there's this exhaustion, this over selling of this thing, oversold version of this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Third of the third, fifth of the third, fifth of the fifth. That type of scenario where we might end up there. Up until now, what happened? Once you create a divergence, you can't get above it, which means it continues lower. This is what the dominance is potentially setting up for. Create a divergence, we got above it, we ranged sideways a little bit, fell back in any case, inevitably. But now we've created the divergence, and let's zoom in. We're above it considerably. And we're about to delete what? The hidden bearish divergence. It's going to try and smash this thing down. So I'm saying to you guys, this is a spot entry that I'm interested in. I want to try and get in on this one with a little bit of spot money, not a lot. And the realization is not to buy today and try and bank profit tomorrow. This is probably going to be a trade that I will take for the next 2 months, dependent that the dominance give me what I want to see. I've showed you guys what I want to see. Okay. So this coming back down to this area, testing